Tropical storm Beta is closing in on the Texas coastline and poses threats of flooding, heavy rainfall, storm surges, and strong gusty winds. Tropical storm Beta is nearing the Texas coast. After making landfall, Tropical storm Beta will drift northeastward on the Texas coast through Monday night and will progress along onto Wednesday. This storm will pose a threat of flooding, heavy rainfall, and storm surges, specifically in parts of Texas and Louisiana. Coastal flooding from storm surges has already occurred on the Texas and Louisiana coast. Tropical storm force winds will affect parts of coastal Texas through Monday. Tropical storm Beta is closing in to Texas as it nears the northwest Gulf Coast and poses threats of flooding, rainfall, storm surges, and gusty winds to parts of Texas and Louisiana as this week progresses. A tropical storm warning is currently in effect from Port Aransas in Texas to Morgan City in Louisiana. Tropical storm conditions, which includes winds of 39 miles per hour or greater, will spread across southwestern Louisiana and the coastal areas of Texas through Monday. A storm surge warning is also in effect from Port Aransas in Texas to the Rockefeller Wildlife Refuge in Louisiana. It should also be noted that currently Tropical storm Beta is centered just over 100 miles south-southwest of Galveston in Texas and is currently moving westward at over 5 miles per hour. The maximum sustained winds coming from Tropical storm Beta are 50 miles per hour. What is being presented from satellite imagery. This shows that Tropical storm Beta is not well organized at the moment, since it continues to battle dry air and unfavorable upper level winds. However, the storm is still bringing several impacts across those areas that it is close to. Showers and thunderstorms from Tropical storm Beta are currently affecting parts of Louisiana and Texas. Parts of Texas and Louisiana coast in the storm surge warning area have been experiencing coastal flooding as a result of high tide since Saturday. Currently, a storm surge between 3 to 4 feet has been measured early on Monday, and several tidal gauges on the upper Texas coast, including those around Galveston Bay, indicate that this amount of water rise has resulted in major coastal flooding in some areas. San Luis Pass in Texas had a peak storm surge of 4.15 feet early Monday morning. Tropical storm Beta's occasional tropical storm force wind gusts have also reached parts of the upper and middle Texas coastline. These winds are mostly located to the north of Beta's circulation center. Of course, it should also be noted that Tropical storm Beta is forecast to track steadily to the west through Monday night toward the middle of the Texas coastline. This storm will continue to battle dry air and wind shear, which should prevent any major intensification from occurring before Tropical storm Beta makes landfall. Tropical storm Beta's center will be located on the Texas coast if it makes landfall, and this landfall may occur sometime later into Monday. However, it should be noted that impacts coming from the storm like heavy rainfall, coastal flooding, and gusty winds have already arrived and are affecting Texas and Louisiana. It is also forecast that when Tropical storm Beta makes landfall, the system is expected to curl slowly north and then move to the northeast near or inland from the Gulf Coast towards the lower Mississippi Valley as it weakens. This will result in bouts of heavy rainfall in some of the areas near and well east of its path late into this week. Others are also expecting rainfall that will cause flooding, as Tropical storm Beta is a slow-moving storm, and this means that it poses a threat of flooding and heavy rainfall as well. Some southern Louisiana and the middle and upper Texas coast may see 5 to 10 inches of rainfall, with isolated totals up to 15 inches being possible. There could be localized rainfall totals of 3 to 5 inches, farther inland from the coast as far north and east as the Ocala-Tex region and the lower Mississippi Valley through to the end of the week. It should also be noted that forecasters are expecting that flash flooding and urban flooding will impact some of these areas, and there could be river flooding as well. It should also be noted that all locations in these areas will see rainfall amounts this high or may cause flooding. The heaviest rainfall will be near where the storm circulation center tracks and in bands well to its east. Flash flood watches have been issued by the National Weather Service for areas close to the middle of the Texas coast to areas to the south of Louisiana. These areas include Houston, Lake Charles, and New Orleans. Tropical Storm Beta is not expected to produce rainfall that is anywhere comparable to Hurricane Harvey from the 2017 Atlantic hurricane season, nor from the 2019 Atlantic hurricane season when we saw Tropical Storm Imelda causing heavy rainfall in those areas. It should also be noted that coastal flooding from Beta's storm surge has already occurred along parts of Texas and the Louisiana coast. Of course, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And remember to stay safe. Thanks for watching.